Hi guys, Happy New Year. This is Fade from nerffaids.blogspot.com. It's Sunday, which means it's time for another Faidian slip. Today in video, we've got me being a pretty bad holy paladin. I'm not too good at PvP, I'm just learning. I'm a clicker, I sometimes keyboard turn, I'm generally just bad. So go ahead and tell me how bad I am if you want, but I'm learning, give me a break. Anyways, first clip's the obnoxiousness of two holy paladins and a resto druid protecting the flag carrier lasts for a little while before they finally take us down, because someone eventually falls off the roof. But anyways, and then the second's just some Tolbarad messing around. But of course you don't care about that, you care about gold. So let's get on with that. Here's what's going on right now. I'm going to be writing my just my 2 copper carnival post later today, which the subject is how are you making gold in Cataclysm, which is pretty much what Faidian slips are. So in order to avoid redundancy, what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to talk about something specific, which today will be a specific profession. I'm sorry if it's a profession that doesn't apply to you, but the posts that I'm making for the carnival hopefully will, since it will be more broad. But today we will be talking about jewel crafting. I actually haven't put a whole lot of time into jewel crafting other than just doing my daily almost days. I haven't even done it every day because I'm bad and I feel bad. But let's see here. It's not maxed. It's a level 80. I think I've got 515 jewel crafting right now. So it's not like I put a lot of work into it. I've got a couple different cuts. I've got mostly tank cuts. I've got straight stam, stam mastery, stam parry, and I've also got a couple PvP ones I've started to use. I've got resilience int and int stamina, and I don't have straight int yet, but I'm going to get that next, I think, just for my own uses, and also chaotic shadow spirit for selling purposes. So I don't really have a whole lot of cuts, and I don't have what a lot of people would consider the major cuts. So, you know, some of them are, but some of them aren't quite so much. But I'm still making a lot of gold, and this is why. Season 9's just started, well, not just, but, you know, within the past couple weeks, people are gearing up, getting their PvP gears all set up to seriously compete in arenas. Oh, I died. Oh. Anyways. Anyways, they all want gems, and the thing is, most people are still in a Wrath of the Lich King mentality of, oh my gosh, I need to go get these red gems, cardinal rubies, you know, or what used to be cardinal rubies. They need the agility, the intellect, the strength, and though I'm sure those sell, everyone else is thinking the exact same way. Think outside the box when you're looking at getting jewel crafting cuts. Think about stuff that not a lot of people will take. You can pretty much get anyone to buy any cut at or you can pretty much get someone to buy any cut at some point in time. I think they've gotten rid of most of the agility spirit kind of stuff, so everything's going to be useful to someone out there. And so your sales may not come like that, but you will end up selling them, and if you're the only one providing this obscure cut, you can sell them for whatever the hell you want to sell them for. Right now, bold Inferno rubies right now are the highest selling Inferno ruby on my server, and the highest selling normal PvE gem, and they're going for 150 gold. I'm cutting the Intellect Resilience gem, and I'm selling it for 265 gold, because no one's buying Resilience cuts. So definitely look at PvP, even if you don't like PvP. It's really a great way to go because not a lot of people are doing it, so competition's low, and really, demand's kind of high right now because so many people are gearing up for the arena season that's recently started. Everyone wants the hot gears. Another great thing going on with jewel crafting right now is a lot of people are still in the if I farm, I will make a lot of gold mentality. The problem is they've all had this mentality for a few weeks now, and the market's flooded. But the demand has lowered now that people have made their craftables, they've leveled their professions. I bought 100 stacks of obsidian this morning. It cost me about 2,000 gold, which is ridiculous compared to what I was paying when I was leveling engineering. But lol, server first, of course it cost money. Let's see here, what was I going to say about that? Oh yeah, I prospected it all, took quite a bit, but I ended up with tons of gems of all sorts of colors, and I haven't sold them all yet because I just, you know, barely did it this morning, but I am expecting to get about 13,000 gold out of it, just because if you are sensibly cut with your actual cuts, you use the carnelian spikes, DE them into greater celestials, sell the greater celestials, or even take it a step further, sell enchants with them. You can really profit so much off of jewel crafting and prospecting right now, especially since ore right now is dirt cheap. And speaking of ore, one thing that I've heard people doing, I'm not, because I'm one of those non-risk takers, and I'm sure I'll kick myself for it later, but a lot of people are stockpiling pyrite ore in preparation for the release of epic gems. In Wrath, they came out at TOC level, so they probably won't come out for a while, but it's pretty obvious. I mean, they can't not release epic gems at this point. So they're going to come out sometime, and they're probably going to be prospectable from pyrite. So if you can find pyrite cheap, it may be a decent idea. Remember, ore, not bars. Also, another option is to look for cheap gems, the blue quality gems, because chances are we'll also get epic gem transmutes, just like we had before. So getting the materials that will likely be used to transmute is probably also a pretty decent idea if you're looking to stock up on those sorts of things. Also, just to rehash a little bit that I put in previous Faidian slips, but since it's jewel crafting specific, I'll repeat it. Check your auction house for things that are selling under vendor price. I know that's kind of a basic concept, but when people are cutting so many of these green quality gems to level, you can often find them under 9 gold, which is their vendor price. So you can usually make a couple gold there every time you visit the auction house. Pretty simple stuff. You don't even actually need to be a jewel crafter to do it. And then also the other thing that I was going to re-mention was the fact that if you pay attention to what the jewel crafting daily is, and you make sure that you sell your jasper, nightstone, and zephyrite on the days that it's required for the jewel crafting daily, you'll be able to get a pretty decent profit for that. One thing that you could look at doing is watching them on days that they're not the daily, buy out the cheap stuff, then resell it on the days that they are the daily. Once again, don't even have to be a jewel crafter, you can just ask and trade what the daily is, I'm sure someone will tell you. And you can make some pretty quick flipping cash right there without even without even having to be a jewel crafter or do anything at all. Just yay, buy low, sell high. Good stuff. Anyways, that's going to be it for this jewel crafting centric Faidian slip for this week. I am going to put up a more broad blog post today on nerffaids.blogspot.com as a carnival submission for just my 2 copper, so please check that out. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this Faidian slip. Have a great new year, and check out the blog, nerffaids.blogspot.com. Go shameless plugs.